year is 329 BC. Italy. Warring city-states vie for power and superiority over their neighbours. The Senate and people of Rome control the Latin states, but enemies surround them. The Republic stands at a crossroads in history.
Romans, senators, friends. Latium is firmly under the rule of the Senate and people of Rome. The Latin people are now one. Not since noble Brutus drove out the last king have we known such a glorious day. But now, my friends, in this hour of glory, we must be on our guard. To the south, treacherous Greeks and Samnites block our trade. Tarquinii groans beneath the tyrant's heel. That tyrant threatens Rome. Will we abandon Tarquinii? And now barbarians raid from the north, burning and pillaging Roman lands. Shall we let danger fester and grow? Or will we act as Romans, with courage and dignity? Remember, we are the sons of Mars! As Senate leader, I call upon tribunes Gaius Julius and Decius Brutus to smash the Gauls and relieve Tarquinii. All those in favor say aye!
I am Victoria, your advisor. I will be your guide through the world of Rome Total War. Follow my instructions and you will learn everything you need to know. To continue, left-click the Dismiss button on this panel or my portrait. This is the area around Rome. Parts of the map you have not yet explored are shrouded in darkness. As you move your armies further afield, cities, armies, and the lay of the land are revealed to you. This is Rome, the eternal city of the Seven Hills, home of the Senate and the people of Rome. At this stage there is no empire, just Rome, with the Senate ruling and a few great families such as yours vying for power. You play the Julii, one of Rome's great families. At this stage this is your only army and you own no cities. Your mission is to assist the Senate in extending the power of Rome. Later, much later, you may have ambitions to take control from the Senate and become emperor. An army of Gauls is approaching from the north, and the Senate have sent an army under Captain Decius to intercept them. He has requested your assistance. Normally, each faction makes its moves in turn, but I'll move your army for you to get us to the battle.
Sir!
Battle is about to commence. Get ready to defend Rome from the barbarian horde.
Ave, General. I am Marcus, trusted centurion and military advisor to your family. I will watch your actions on the battlefield and show you how to command magnificent armies and crush your enemies for the glory of Rome. Now, let's take a look at the battlefield. As you enter a battlefield, your view starts by facing to the north with armies deploying according to the locations they occupied on the campaign map. Your army joined the battle from east of the river, so it starts here. The Senate army joined battle from the southwest of the bridge, so it starts here. The invading Gaul army started in the northwest, so it starts here. The Gauls are beginning an attack. Let's take a closer look at the action. This is the acting commander of the Senate's legions, Captain Decius. He's a junior member of the Senate's faction.
Units, march!
Remember, the strength of a Roman army lies in its disciplined legions. They are the envy of the civilized world. Barbarian armies rely on brute force, strength of will, and an all-out charge to batter their enemies into submission. Once broken, they are easily crushed. The Senate has promised a reward to the soldiers who bring them the head of the Gaulish warlord, Dumnorix. It looks like neither army has summoned the will to engage just yet. Skirmishing could go on for a while. This is a good chance to show you how easy it is to command armies like these. This is your general, Gaius Julius, your faction leader on the campaign map and commander in the field. He is the most important unit. His wisdom and courage give both strength and morale to the soldiers around him. Use him wisely and victory is certain. You can rotate your camera view by pushing your mouse cursor to the edges of the screen, or hold down left-click on the ground and use your left or right cursor keys to rotate around the cursor. Your cursor keys move the camera left, right, forwards and backwards. Try this now. That was the basics of camera movement. Tips for the future. You can use the mouse wheel or asterisk and / to change the camera angle. The middle mouse button zooms you in and out of the action. Use plus and minus to change the camera view. To continue, left-click on the advisor. To select your general's cavalry unit, left-click on the unit card or left-click on the actual unit. If you can't see your unit, double left-click on the unit card to move your view to that unit.
General!
When you're ready, right-click on the area of the battlefield indicated. You may need to use your camera controls to view the indicated area. Right-click on a destination to make the unit move there. Double left-click on the unit card indicated. These Triarii are elite Roman spearmen. They are the backbone of a Roman army. You'll see that the camera pans directly to a unit if you double left-click on it. If you use a single left-click, it will select the unit card, but not change your view. Our maneuvering has attracted the attention of the enemy cavalry, and they're coming this way. Archers are vulnerable to cavalry attacks. Protect them by moving your Triarii spearmen in front of them. To be safe, use double right-click to charge your Triarii to the indicated point. A useful tip. Double right-click can also be used to make the Triarii unit's spears are one of the best weapons against cavalry. To attack the cavalry, move your mouse over the barbarian cavalry unit. When the cursor becomes a sword, double right-click to charge the barbarian scum.
Trioria! Archers! Trioria!
Make sure you don't let your troops chase fleeing enemy units unless all enemy units on the battlefield are routing. It will just tire your troops and leave your other forces vulnerable. Use the Halt button to stop a unit. The enemy are now sending archers against us. Select your archers by left-clicking on them or their unit card. Now, right-click to attack the indicated enemy archer unit. Make sure you don't march your own archers into any hand-to-hand fighting. Archers default to skirmish mode and make poor hand-to-hand soldiers. Now select your general's cavalry unit and then double right-click on the enemy archers to cut them down. Always remember, archers are vulnerable to cavalry attacks. You have nearly finished dealing with these barbarians. When they run away, get ready to cross the bridge and attack the left wing of the enemy army. Don't bother chasing the routing units as it will tire your troops. You can use the Halt button to stop a unit.
Stop! Move! Move quickly!
With multiple units, it can be a good idea to select them all at once when giving them orders. Units acting together can be more effective than on their own. Use Ctrl-A to select all your units. You can use the return key to deselect units.
Unit! Unit! Hurry! Hurry!
Another method of unit selection is to left-click on the terrain near a unit, drag the selection box around a group of your units, release the mouse button. You don't have to do this now. The barbarians have noticed that we are moving to the bridge. Guard this end with your triarii. The game is now paused. You can do this at any time during a battle by clicking on the pause button or by pressing P on your keyboard. While paused, you can still move the camera and give units your orders. You can use the game speed buttons next to the pause button if there is a lull in the fighting or you want to speed up a battle you are winning. Don't use them in this battle or you will miss important information. Remember, to continue, you must left-click on the play button.
Triorii! Quickly! General! Forward! Archers!
Now that you're ready to attack the enemy, when moving troops around on the battlefield, it is a good idea to walk them unless they are... to cross that river and kill the remaining enemy. When crossing a bridge in battle, it is best for units to cross as fast as they can. Troops can be vulnerable to enemy attack during a crossing.
Unit! Double time! Unit! Move! Move! Unit! Double time!
The barbarians have started a full-scale attack. Hurry!
The enemy general is dead! His men know their doom approaches!
Slaughter them!
This is a heroic victory, worthy of Roman arms!
Now you've learnt the basics of the battlefield, I'm going to show you how to play on the campaign map. Battles last just a day, but building an empire takes time. On the campaign map, time is divided into turns, each lasting 6 months. If you look at your army, you will see that the Senate has rewarded you with some military units. These will go some way to helping you expand your power. You have also received a special payment to help pay for the campaign you have just fought. The controls on the campaign map are similar to the battlefield. Double-clicking on most things opens up a scroll with more details. The first time you see any scroll, I'll tell you what it's all about, but if you forget, you can always click on the question mark in the top right of a scroll. Don't do this now, as I have some more important things to tell you. It's time to get moving. Select the army indicated by using the left mouse button, and we'll move it. You have selected your army. You'll notice that as soon as you do this, the panel at the bottom of the screen fills with unit cards. Your general, Gaius Julius, gets a card of his own for him and his bodyguard. Use right-click to move all your units to the edge of the green movement area. Try moving where the arrow is pointing. The edge of the green area is the furthest point you can move to from your current position in one turn. Selecting an area beyond this will require more than one turn of movement.
Forward!
Remember, when moving your armies around the map, it is best to do so in force. Moving your forces around in very small armies or as individual units leaves them very vulnerable to attack. Keep your units grouped together. The panel at the bottom of the screen gives details on whatever you have selected and has buttons that bring up a variety of scrolls. You may also have noticed that when you hold the mouse pointer over things, a handy tooltip pops up telling you what it is. You can look at these later by yourself in more detail, but for now I'll explain what each button does. This is your overview of the world. It allows you to see territories owned by factions you have contact with at a glance. It also shows your own territories. At present there is little to show, but I am confident it will get busy later on. This displays your currently selected character or settlement. From here you can cycle through all your characters, armies and settlements with the arrows to the side. Open an information scroll for a selected character or settlement by double left-clicking on the related item on the campaign map. Controlling a faction requires more than just a strong sword arm and a treasury full of cash. From here, you can examine the state of your faction, keep track of your heirs, and make policy decisions. If you open this scroll, you can use the tabs you will see at the top to examine information about the Senate, diplomacy, your financial status, and other faction information. This shows the current season and lets you know if you are going to be fighting in summer or winter. This is important when you are fighting in the frozen north or in the arid deserts where bad weather can win or lose a battle. This is the end turn button. When you decide you have completed all your actions for a turn, you can click on this to advance the game. You have already moved your army, so now would be a good time to end the turn. It is now a new campaign turn. You will see that the money in your treasury is going down. In fact, you are borrowing from moneylenders. This is because you are paying wages to your army but have no income. You will need to capture a settlement to give you an income. Money is essential to build settlements or troops. The circle button on the control panel is where you can see a summary of your empire's income and expenditure for the turn. At the moment, you have no empire, so there's not much to see there, other than the ongoing expense of maintaining your army. From time to time, you will see a small picture slide down the left side of your screen. These are messages detailing important events that have occurred. It is important to read them as and when they appear. You can left-click on a message to open it. Right-click will dismiss it. You might notice a button in the bottom left corner of these scrolls. This will focus your view on the subject of the message. The Senate mission to capture Tarquinii gives you a chance to earn a reward from the Senate and to gain a settlement which will give you an income. It's the first step towards building an empire and should solve your money problem. To attack or siege a settlement, left-click on the army you want to attack with, and then right-click on the target settlement. Depending on how far you are from Tarquinii, it may take you more than one turn to get there. If you can't get there in one turn, hit end turn after you have moved, and repeat until you have reached your target.
General! Attack!
This scroll contains your options for besieging enemy settlements. Left-click on Show Me How for further details.
Settlement under siege, sir!
This scroll shows you details of a given general in your faction. The small panel at the top shows his rank, name and current skill levels. Beneath are listed his retinue, traits and details of any mercenaries that are available for hire at the time.
Sir! Engage the enemy! prone to fear. This many men know about me. But I do know that fear can rob a man of his dignity and his honor. At this moment in the enemy ranks, fear is doing its work. Soon we will do ours. Over there stands the Greek army. They make a fine show and are worthy enemies. We are the largest army our people have in the field. They expect great things of us as a result. And we are the men to do great things. Nothing else is worth doing. They think their walls are enough to stop us. They should think again. We have a slight advantage in numbers, but no lives can be thrown away today. We cannot afford such profligacy. Those people have never met us on a field of battle. After today, they will flee at the sound of our approach. When I set my heart on an attack, I do so knowing that I will win, that my men will win, that victory is within reach. All we need to do is stretch out and grasp the foe firmly by the throat. The seer has been consulted, but his vision is clouded. Today we make our own destiny then. Now then, look to your front. Mark your target when it comes!
Remember, the goal here is to capture the settlement, not destroy it. Buildings destroyed on the battlefield will also be destroyed on the campaign map. To capture the settlement, either kill or rout the entire enemy army, or reach the central plaza and hold it.
Units, march! Samnite warriors! Warriors! Move out! Move out!
Use your onagers to smash down the walls of the enemy settlement by left-clicking to select your weapons and right-clicking to target them. However, settlements get destroyed by your battering ram. You have the advantage. Get some men through the breach quickly before the enemy can defend it. The best way to clear away enemy missile infantry is a direct cavalry charge. However, be wary of them retreating to difficult terrain for your cavalry to manage, or to where there are friendly units that could threaten you. Once your men are in combat, you can make them break off just by right-clicking on a point behind them. One of your units is under attack from an enemy missile unit. You are currently using close formation. It is more difficult to hit a loosely spaced formation than a tight... Lower quality infantry are useful for engaging and holding the enemy in place while you go round their side or rear. But the lower the troop quality, the less time you have before they break and rout.
Praised. The enemy general is killed. Fear makes a home in our enemies' hearts.
arrows to rain fire and death down upon the enemy. Flaming arrows have reduced accuracy but are more devastating when they land and have a greater effect. Standing under fire is never a good idea. But if you must, keep your troops in loose formation, stationary and facing. Chasing after cavalry archers and javelin men is generally fruitless.
Attack quickly! Warriors!
If your infantry are about to be charged by cavalry, make sure they are stationary. That way, they can brace themselves against the impact and will take fewer losses.
A heroic victory, worthy of Roman arms!
Well done. You have freed the Tarquinii from tyranny. The Senate of Rome has voted to allow full citizenship to the Tarquinii. You must now develop this settlement and put business in order. This will take less time if you do not enslave or exterminate a settlement. Now would be a good time to learn how to control the development of your settlements. By selecting and constructing the correct buildings, you can attract more people to tax, create a bigger pool of recruits, and gain access to better units. Left-click on the construction button to begin building improvements in this settlement. To keep this settlement safe and to support your troops, you need to improve Tarquinii's public order rating and your income. To do this, you must 1. Build a shrine to Jupiter to help keep the population happy. 2. Build better roads to increase trade and troop movement speeds. 3. Build at least 4 units of town watch to act as garrison. Although you will need to spend a few turns clicking the end turn button to achieve this, don't worry. You can spend this time exploring the scrolls and buttons on your control panel. There will be more action soon. Man? This is the button you click for recruiting armies. No faction can survive without armies, and this is where you build them. You need to have the money and a population to recruit from, of course. This button becomes the mercenary hire button when you have an army outside of a settlement. Mercenaries are expensive, but can be useful in emergencies when troops are needed immediately. You have constructed a shrine to Jupiter. This will help increase Tarquinii's loyalty to Rome. Make sure you upgrade your barracks in order to allow recruitment of units. This will allow you to move existing troops out of Tarquinii and onto more important duties. Manual construction can only take place when a governor is present in the settlement. If there is no permanent governor in place, you may wish to queue up buildings for construction. Left-click on a building's picture to add it to the construction queue and again to remove it. You can move buildings in the queue to change construction order by dragging and dropping within the queue. Right-click on a building's picture to view its description. You have now built a road. Roads are very useful for getting troops from A to B quickly, and also for increasing trade between cities. The better your roads, the more trade you will generate from the surrounding area. Once a character or army is moving towards their target, you can double their speed with an additional left or right click on the target.
Sir! Imperator! Imperator, orders, onward! Onward!
Use backspace to stop the movement of your character. The Senate are impressed with your progress. You must now take the Samnite city of Bovianum in the southeast. The Samnites have insulted the authority and dignity of Rome by supporting the Etruscan tyrant of Tarquinii in his resistance to Rome. They seem to prefer the company of Gauls and Greeks to the honest and upright people of Rome. To move your units out of a city, left-click on the city. Then left-click on the unit or agent in the review panel you wish to move out of the city. Hold down the Control key when selecting more than one unit to be moved. Once you have selected all the required units, right-click on a destination outside the city.
General, Imperator, sir, sir! Sir, forward! Out of move, sir. Sir, onward! Moves depleted, sir. Onward! Forward!
You have selected a target outside the green highlighted area. This means your character cannot reach his target
Forward.
this turn.
Out of move, sir.
You now have all the basics you need to manage a successful faction. Your only limits are your own ability and the whims of fate. You may wish to continue this campaign and steer your faction to dominance in Italy. You will still receive advice from time to time. Or you may want to move on to the Imperial campaign. As ever, the choice is yours. Roma Invicta. Use the spacebar to speed up movement of all characters or armies on the campaign map. Press the spacebar again to slow them down again.
We can't do that, sir. March! No more moves, sir. Onward! General!
Right-click
attack!
to... You should make sure you have a few siege weapons before you try and storm the walls of Bovianum.
I am no friend to fear. This many men know about me. But I do know that fear can rob a man of his dignity and his honor. At this moment in the enemy ranks, fear is doing its work. Soon we will do ours. Over there stand the rebel slaves. They are braver and more worthy than men of their type have any right to be. They stand alone. No friend has come to this place to die for them. Does this not say something about their honor? They're standing among nations. They cower behind their walls and pray for help. They have a slight advantage in numbers, but our good spirit should counter that quite handily. These people have never fought us before. Let us shock them so much that they never wish to fight us again. When I set my heart on an attack, I do so knowing that I will win, that my men will win, that victory is within reach. All we need to do is stretch out and grasp the foe firmly by the throat. The seer can offer no guidance for this day, so we must grasp our own fates and make what we will of them with an iron purpose. Brave Romans, prepare to defend yourselves! Let's start.
Your general inspires troops by his presence. Keep him close behind his troops, particularly.
At the double! That's done! Units! Move! Move! At the double! Right away!
It is possible to set alight artillery ammunition to rain fire and death down upon the enemy. Flaming ammunition has reduced accuracy but is more devastating when it lands. And
Quickly! Ready! That's done! Quickly! That's done! At the double!
well-placed rock can kill a lot of enemy troops. But it's hard to hit anything smaller than a settlement wall with these machines. Target dense concentrations of enemy units so that you hit something even if it wasn't what you aimed at.
The enemy king has been killed! This will surely make his followers waver.
Onagers fire large rocks and are mainly intended for use against walls and buildings. They can cause casualties amongst troops too.
Attack! Quickly! Waiting for orders! Units! Units! Hurry! Hurry!
Great gods! Our soldiers have done well this day. The walls are taken.
Charge! Has started. Has started. Move up! Charge! Has started. Unit! Unit! Move! Move! Unit! Move! Move! Has started. Stop! Run! March! Unit!
Focus your missile fire on a small section of the enemy army. It will create a weak spot you can hit with your best troops. The enemy rout will start there.
Unit! Unit! Move! Peoria! Attack quickly! Halt! Move out! Attack!
readying an attack on the flanks of these already engaged spearmen. Either pull them back or commit other troops in support. Left-click the Show Me How button to zoom to your unit. Your general is in difficulty. This scroll contains a full statistical unit-by-unit breakdown of your army's performance in the battle.
Victory!
When you capture a settlement, you can deal with your new conquest in 3 ways: occupation, enslavement, or extermination. Occupation puts the population to work for you straight away within the settlement. Enslavement sends half the people from this settlement to other governed settlements to live and work there. Extermination automatically kills 3/4 of the inhabitants.